Hello there, I'm Lee Suss. You know what I haven't done for a while? I haven't played any Hearthstone. There's probably a very good reason for that, which is that I'm not especially good at the game. Doesn't mean I shouldn't try and play it now. I haven't played this for a long time, but so I won't be doing any constructed. I'm missing half the cards well, more than half the cards I need. What with the release of Goblins versus Gnomes, but that's okay. We can still do an arena. Have a bit of fun with that. The question is, which which of these lovely people shall I pick? I'm not so familiar with the priest and how the priest works, so I've never played the priest very much. I might go with druid, but let's go with the warrior. Let's go with Garrosh.
None are stronger than I!
Exactly, Garrosh. Let's get into the draft. Okay, it's going to take a bit of time over some of these because I'm okay at judging the values of cards, I think, but I just have to be very careful in how I choose here and take a bit of time to think about it. I would say probably in this lot, I like. There's no point in picking the Screwjank because I haven't got any mechs yet so far. I like the Frothing Berserker, and I'm likely to pick it. And the Kodo's very good. I like the Kodo as well, but I think I'll stick with the Frothing for now to start off with. What do we have here? Slam is a very good card. I think I'll just go with Slam for now. It's fine. Magma Rager, no. Execute's good, but let's stick with let's get some 2-drops in there and start with the Puddle Stopper. Must have Winger. Okay. Salted Creeper's okay. Arcanite Reaper though. Yeah, Arcanite Reaper. Then Croc. The Fiery Axe. Always good to have the axe. How are we doing now for 2? We've got lots of early game. That's good. We don't have any mechs so far, so I don't want to go for Tinkertown. I do like the Arathi. That's always been one of my favourite cards. I used to do constructed warrior. Oh goodness, I'd like some better cards. Now, I'm not very fond of these two. Have I got anything good to brew back? I have actually. I can brew back things like the Corcoran and the Arathi if I need to. They're both cards for replay. Right. If you control a secret, well, that isn't very likely. Well, it's incredibly unlikely as a warrior. Again, with the healing and the secret. What an awful selection you've given me here. Okay, let's just judge purely on the card stats. 3 for a 2/4 is not very good, is it really? The Light Warden's rubbish. The Secret Keeper. I mean, potentially someone else could be playing a secret, couldn't they? That could be the answer there. And you do get a lot more secrets now, so I'll go with the Secret Keeper. This is not looking good so far, particularly. Another Slam, an Awful Core Hound, or a Lord of the Arena. Let's risk it with something big for the Core Hound, which is not a great card, but there we go. Oh, another nice big card. Convention Code. Excellent. This is a bit better. Excuse me a second. Things popping up on my screen. Spider Tank. An excellent card. Another Spider Tank. Or a Force Tank Max. How are we looking here? We've got very little on 3 so far. We could do some nice late game. Okay, yeah. I think I'll get some okay 3s and 4s. Ah, here we go. Right. What do we have here? Crush. I don't think I've seen it before. Destroy a minion. If you have a minion, this costs 4 less. If you damage a minion, rather, it costs 4 less. So, as long as I've got something on the board then, this is a 3-cost removal card. That's potentially good. It's also potentially very bad. I don't know about that card. I've never seen that one before. I watch a lot of Trump playing Hearthstone, and I don't think I've seen that one before. Blood Knight is quite good. I've only got one Divine Shield so far, and that's the Force Tank Max. But of course it will be other minions on the field that have got Divine Shield. So it's potentially quite good. It's a 3 for a 3/3. And we've got the Sea Giant, which costs 1 less for every other minion on the battlefield. So in theory, that could be good. I'm not really usually very fond of Sea Giant. I really don't know. If you have a damaged minion on the field. That's fairly likely, I guess, but I'm not happy with that Crush. I don't feel very confident about it. Doesn't seem like a good card to me. It's Blood Knight or Sea Giant. Sea Giant generally... let's have a think. 10 for an 8/8. I don't think I'd risk it. I think I need to rely on the 3/3s. I'm rely on the 3/3. What else do we have? Whirlwind's okay. That could be a good activator for the Frothing Berserker. But let's flood the 3s a bit more with a Earthen Ring. Ooh, another Arcanite or another Arathi. Is that too many weapons if I take another Arcanite Reaper? Is that too many? Not going to consider the Gurbashi. It's too slow to play. The Arathi's nice. Let's go up now. Execute. I should probably take one Execute, shouldn't I really? But these are such good cards. These are both very good cards indeed. What do I like more? The Silver Hand or the Dark Iron? I mean, in many ways they're quite similar. This gives you a +2 attack, an immediate +2 attack. This gives you a potential extra 2 attack, 2 damage attack later. What's the stats like? I can do another 4 probably. I want the Execute. That's going to be very useful if I can get it in there. No, I've got to take it. Death Spite. More swords or an Execute. Very frustrating. Always the problem I have with Arena is trying to choose amongst really good cards. What is more useful here? I have a lot of weapons already. As good as Death's Bite is, I already have 2 Arcanites. I've got an axe. I've got the axe from the Arathi, and I think I need one Execute would be very nice to have indeed. What do we have here? How are we doing for the different drops here? We've got some 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We've got only 2 drops really. We have a good number of 4s and some 5s. Let's get some more 2s out there. Corcoran versus Spectral. Both good. We've already got one Corcoran for the charge. Spectral's nice for its staying power. Let's get another Spectral. Let's get a Spectral out there. Another Core Hound. God. Shield Bash, gain 5 armor, draw a card. I know there's a good card. It's a good card. Is it a good card for Arena? That is very slow. I think I'll take the Worgen. Another Execute. A Warbot. Arranged in range +1. Another one I haven't seen before. Again, I haven't done much with Goblins versus Gnomes, so I've only seen the more better value cards. Is that a good card? It's very cheap if you can activate it. Gives us a nice curve, and then we have the War Song. Now the War Song, creatures with attack of 3 or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7, 8. Okay. What do we have now? Silence the minions. How are we doing here? 23 cards. No, I don't have... I have cards that I don't particularly want silenced in here, so I don't think we'll go with Wedding Soul. We'll probably go with the... We need more 2s. Another Knife Juggler. Or the Ravenholt. We have some big stuff towards the end, but not many yet. We need some more. We haven't got very many minions. 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 big minions at the end, and 2 axes. Ah, okay, so we've got some good 2s and 3s. Right. Now, in terms of the 3s, we have a good number of 3s, so I'm not inclined to take the Shattered Sun as good as she is. It gets a little bit more early, so what's more useful? If I was to put the Youthful in there, say that I had a Youthful and another 2 already on the field, would I want to put them back? Really back and put them out again? I don't think so. Another Slam. Card draw is very important. Bit of removal. Slam or Panther? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mid-game cards. Let's go Slam. Frost Elemental. Bit of control. 27 cards now. Not hugely fond of Rampage. I don't like Battle Rage at all. Clockwork, no. We've got lots of early game, well, a reasonable number of early cards here. So it's pretty quite an aggressive deck, I'd imagine. The way it's going. Another Wrathy Weaponsmith. The trouble with these, with this many of them. Oh no, I've only actually pulled one out. I had the offer of another one, didn't I? I've only got one in there. The trouble with these weapons is that unless I play them very hard, I'm at risk of losing a weapon by playing another one over it, if you see what I mean. But I think I'll take it anyway. I have to use the weapons very aggressively. How many weapons do I have now? This is an easy, almost last choice. I've got the axe, I've got the Arathis, and I've got the 2 Reapers. Okay. I wish I had the Death Spite in there as well, but never mind. Another... There we go. How does this look? What do we have here? We've got some removal. We've got 1, 2, we've got a rubbish early game. We've got the axe is always good. It'd be always nice to get the axe in the first hand, if at all possible. We've got some reasonable 2s in there, nothing special, but okay. 3s are reasonable. We've got the 2 Frothing, which could become very big and very nasty, especially if we've got if some of the early game survives. As these Frothings come out, they could get very bad indeed. They could get very scary indeed. We've got the Raging as well. It'd be nice to have some more activation for these, but I'm sure I'll get some. There'll be some options to activate these as we go. Spider Hack's a great card. That's nice. War Song would be nice to get that reasonably early to buff other things. That'll be a real target for removal as well by the opponent. Brewmaster, good. Okay, we can draw and put things back. We've got the Arathis with the weapons. Dark Iron's always great. 1 Corcoran for quick hard removal. 2 Reapers. I mean, that's 20 damage on their own, isn't it, really? 20 damage over 4 rounds. That's pretty amazing. We have the... But of course that'll be damage on me as well if I'm clearing things with that. Spectral Knight's nice. Venture Frost Elemental with a bit of control. Korhan is a weak point. I don't like Korhans very much. A bit too easy to remove. Ravenholt's nice. Could be good for some last finishing moves. And the Mighty Force Tank Max. How much hard removal have I got? I've just got the Execute, haven't I, really? But I didn't like the look of that Crush at all. Okay, so I'm okay with that draft. I'm not going to predict how many wins there is because I don't know how good my draw is, or really I haven't got a really clear idea on it, and I don't play the game enough to know. But I think I'll get a few wins out of this. I don't think it'll be a whitewash. If it is a whitewash, I'll be a coward and won't upload it to YouTube. No, of course I will. I'm not like that. But anyway, so that's the draft. And join me again for the next video, and we'll have a few games with it and see how well I do.